Hello everybody, we're in the achievements section looking at winter achievements. I've gotten all of these, but the last video that I showed a couple weeks back had a winter brawl deck that could get 5 or 6 of these achievements all at once, but I couldn't fit this one in, a season for sharing. Have an opponent gain control of a food, treasure, toy, or power stone permanent you own. It's not the same as gifting. We had, let's see if we can find it real quick. It's going to be the oh, there we are, gifting spree. Give 15 gifts over any number of games. Not the same thing as having an opponent gain control, so gifting them a food does not work. But I have something that does. So, sit back and watch as we play with the Gift of Gerbils. And for those of you from the previous generation old enough to remember, you can insert your favorite Richard Gere joke now. It's an urban legend. Look it up, kids. Welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis. We have 3 colors, white, black, and blue. And so we're going to need a little bit of help. These are the only 3 cards in the entire deck that have double blue. And I think we just go ahead and cycle now. There we go. That's more like it. Okay, that's got to be at the beginning of our upkeep. I will go ahead and put the gerbils out first. Make it an easy target for early removal, and give them a chance to put in 3 lands. Between red and black, it's almost irresistible for somebody playing both of those colors not to put in a lot of different types of removal. We'll play the Financier. We'll see if they read the card, if it matters or not. I need them to have more lands than I do in my upkeep, so they just play the land like normal. And hopefully they don't kill this. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands... Oh, they've already got... Is this going to be an entirely destruction kind of thing going on? I don't know. We're already out of creatures. Firebending. I think we go ahead and get rid of Realm of Co. I don't need them creating spirit creatures every turn where they got nothing better to do. Trigger a food now if they want. Okay, we've got double white. I still need an island for later, so we'll go get the island now. And I don't like how this is a mana sink creature. So... Oh, you know what? There's the Discerning Financier, though. Shoot. Alright, let's try it. Doesn't really have any protection on him. But this will get us the treasure we want if he's able to stick around for a turn. They play 2 removal cards and 1 creature. What are the odds? They really do not want me to get the achievement. I mean, I've already gotten it. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Alright. We're going to pass the turn. We'll keep this in case they try and sink energy in to pump it up. Exile 1 target card from a graveyard. And they get a clue token. I think that's a bigger problem. Maybe we just go Day of Judgment after this? I don't have any way to bring things out of the graveyard in this deck, so that's not really a problem. Oh, good. Except that's a creature that is going to come back, basically. We'll get a 1/1 white flyer out of that. Alright, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. give him another food. Now, if you hadn't gotten the achievement yet of giving people gifts, that works. And everything they can to damage me. That's fine, we'll just kill everything. And nothing comes back. Gross. Let's put up with 4 of these. That's more like it. That's something we can kill. I'll give them another food. Get rid of their 2/4 with Death Touch creature. And they've got 8 lands and we got 5. And this is kind of why it's easy to use the Discerning Finance here. If you're a free-to-play player like me, an opponent controlling more lands than you is just par for the course. It happens on like 2/3, 3/4 out of every game. And how do they just have a mythic rare right when they need it? I don't understand what they paid 1 life for. Alright, that is not very useful right now. We got a gerbil. We don't really have a way to protect it, but we can do this. And we can actually block Code the Face Stealer now, if they don't draw into removal. All this does is put me at a standoff. I can't afford to really attack into them at 13 health. We have First Strike, so unless that's a card that gives them Indestructible and Death Touch, we should be fine. I don't understand why they keep paying a life. Okay, so now, when this creature dies, they get a 1/1 flyer out of it? Ouch. Let's see. I can't really attack in with the fortress. Now they can just create 1/1s that I can't block. Great. And I don't really have another way to destroy a land, so I'm really on a ticking clock now. I don't know why they're doing that. If I swing in with Double Strike, hang on, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 16. Not quite enough. Authority of the Consuls is giving me a little bit of breathing space here. Will it be enough? Okay, we get the treasure. Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. Okay, so this goes on here. This goes over to the opponent. We get a card draw. 6, 7, 8, 9. We attack now. They have to block with the flyer. Or do they just want to take 10 points of damage? Okay, they're blocking. Give me some life. Excellent. Now, because it's chosen by Valgavoth, these spirits that are hitting me, they're only going to do a point or two of damage a turn. All of that's going to hit the Gerbil, and the Gerbil can absorb all of that just fine. I don't know if they know or care. The graphic shows they don't even get through to punch my face. It just shows them hitting the Gerbil directly. That's what Chosen by Valgavoth does to people. Does to you attacking creatures from your opponent. That's land. We're not gonna play land, are we? We're gonna give them treasure and get other kind of card draw. Oh, that's lovely. I'll take that, please. Yoink. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they sacrificed a treasure to get the white energy so they could get card draw out of it because they need to go digging for an answer. They think they've got 2 more turns. They don't. Since I can give double strike to this, they've only got 1 more turn. And right now they're giving me life and I'm not losing any. They can attack with all 3 of those if they want. Oh, they do have 2 more turns because they're using all the foods finally at once. Okay. No, they don't, because I can cast both of these on the same turn. We're still good. They think they have another turn. They do not. We don't even bother to block those. We can't anyway. Those are the spirits. Ko's not allowed to block those. That doesn't matter anymore. We just put this on here. And then we put this on here. And they don't wait for it. That was going to be 44 points of damage. Life is good. So we managed to get the achievement, and we managed to win. And we managed to give them some gifts. And cast some blue or black spells. So we're killing a lot of birds with just 1 stone here. Let's go find it. The Gift of Gerbils. I haven't gone around YouTube to find out how other people are getting the winter achievements done. This is the first one I thought of for the trading, giving your opponent things. Discerning Financier, 2/3 Human Noble. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls more lands than you, again, since I'm free to play, that happens to me like it feels like almost every game. Like it feels like 80% of the time. My opponent always hitting their land drop, I'm getting the starved. Maybe, 1 time out of every 100, 2 times out of every 100, the opponent gets land starved. Anyway, the opponent gets more land than you do, so you create the treasure token. Then for 2 and a white, you choose another player. Notice it's not. It's the wording is designed for Commander, so they're designing all these modern cards so that you can use them in Commander. That player gains control of target treasure you control. You draw a card. So you're giving them some energy, but you do get card draw out of it. To me, the card draw, the potential that you can get from card draw, is usually more important than one energy. That's the way I look at it. So it's a wonder I haven't been using this card earlier. I may have said that already, but just the way it's working in this deck, I feel like I should have this in my white decks more often. At least one copy. I've also got Jolly Gerbils, so if you didn't get the gift-giving thing done, I use Cruel Claw Intentions, but with this, you could easily go through just a few matches and give away 20-25 gifts easy. Whenever you do give a gift, you draw a card. Now, Bloomburrow has a design problem with their gift cards, in that except for Cruel Claw, there's a lot of cards in there that you usually don't want to give them the gift. And this one kind of will reinforce things. Beginning Magic players, they don't want to give the gifts. They don't want to give their opponent anything good, especially if it's something like food, because they're afraid of giving them the extra life. I'm here to tell you, it's okay to give them the food, okay? Go ahead and give them all the food you want. Their health total really doesn't matter. Yours is the one that matters. If you give them a gift with a card, you're going to get a card draw. Again, as I just said, the card draw, we have 2 ways of card draw. 8 cards, any one of which, if we play it right, we can get a card draw off of this, maybe more than one. The card draw is more important, okay? To help us out, we've got Authority of the Consuls, so that all their creatures come in tapped. You saw us get the benefit of gaining a life each turn when we were getting low on life. Crumb and Get It is the first gift card from Bloomburrow. You've only one white energy. You gift the food. Target creature control gets +2/+2. If you give them the gift, your creature also gains Indestructible. So you're trying to make sure that your creature, whether it's just like the first time you're getting Discerning Financier out, and maybe you want to wait till you have an extra white energy to keep them indestructible, so that you can actually have the chance to go ahead and give the treasure that next turn. You know, that's kind of what I'm doing. We have 1 copy of Elspeth's Smite to just do 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If the creature would die, you exile it instead. A spree card with Requisition Raid. This is mostly just to destroy artifacts and enchantments, but if you have 4 energy, you can also put a counter on every creature you have. 1 Annul, again to fight artifacts or enchantments. 2 Cryo Shatter for a kind of early creature control. Taps them, or actually it gives them -5 to the power. If they tap their creature, or if you somehow have a way of tapping it, you destroy it. Or if they're dealt damage, it's destroyed. This is a bit of a color bend for blue, because normally blue doesn't get to have anything that allows you to destroy things. But, you know, it's there. That's the way Magic design is going. 1 copy of Spell Pierce, counter target non-creature spell unless the controller pays an additional 2 energy. You can also give your opponent something like a treasure or a power stone if you've got that. You know, any one of the tokens. With this card, Shifting Rift, you pay 2 blue, and then to exchange 2 creatures, you have to pay 2 more. If you're exchanging 2 artifacts, you only have to have 3 energy. Or if you're exchanging enchantments, you only have 3. We care about the exchange control of 2 target artifacts most of the time, just in terms of getting the Winter Achievement of giving them one of our tokens. But if they've got a really big creature and you've got a gerbil, you know, go ahead and trade. 1 Twin Blade Blessing, you saw how well this works. You flash it in on their turn, enchanted creature suddenly has double strike. You can either use it to finish the game unexpectedly, or you can use it to just destroy one of their creatures when they didn't expect to lose it. Nocturnal Hunger, another Bloomburrow gift card. You give them a food. If you don't give them food, you still destroy target creature. You just lose 2 life. Generally speaking, I would rather let them gain 3 life than have me lose 2 life. So it's a fair trade for me. I'll go ahead and give them the food. If you do have a gerbil out, that's going to draw us an extra card as well. So not only do we avoid the life loss, but we get to draw a card. The Chosen by Valgavoth, I did a deck just real recently where we put this on things like Barb Servitor and Verilax, or however you pronounce that guy's name. I think that was Anti-Venom in the Spider-Man expansion, and it has a name that starts with a V in through the Omen Pass. Actually, let me go. Let me go dig that up real quick. That was a really fun deck, but people were not reading these cards. So here, Chosen for Pain. I've still got 3 or 4 decks we haven't been able to show you yet. There it is. Sorry, Verilax the Haven Skin is the Through the Omen Path name for the Anti-Venom card from Spider-Man expansion. This is what we get online arena. So we put Chosen by Valgavoth on those cards. It worked out really well. And I'm like, every time I use Bar of Servitor, I want to use it more. Every time I use Chosen by Valgavoth, I want to use it more. So it fit in this card. I have won with putting both of these Chosen by Valgavoth on a Gerbil. Because what happens is, I put Angelic Destiny on it first. You enchant creature, gets +4/+4, has flying and first strike, and is an angel. If they manage to kill the creature, this enchantment still goes back up into your hand. You can just stick it on another creature after that. So it's a reusable enchantment. It's an awesome card. But it turns your Gerbil into a 6/7 Hamster Citizen Angel. And then if you put Chosen by Valgavoth in it, you get +2/+2 for each aura already on it. So the 6/7 with the Angelic Destiny, you put this on, the aura counts itself for Chosen by Valgavoth. So suddenly you've got like a 10/11 creature. And then after that, you get +2/+2 even more. I've had Angelic Destiny in both copies of Chosen by Valgavoth on a flying Gerbil here. It wins games, it's fun. 1 board wipe with Day of Judgment in case we're about to get overwhelmed. Serena Bargain Spinner, again from Through the Omen Path, 3/2. During your turn, she has flying. It's good to put artifacts or auras on it, rather. When she enters, you can search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, put it in your hand. So it's really great for finding a Chosen by Valgavoth or an Angelic Destiny, whichever you think you need better at the time. You don't have to put it onto her necessarily. You could put it onto Ariat the Beguiler and get more lifelink. Here's a legendary human warlock, 4/4 with lifelink. You don't see this card used that often. Whenever an aura you control becomes attached to a non-land permanent an opponent controls, with mana value less than or equal to that aura's mana value, gain control of that permanent for as long as that aura is attached to it. Okay, so if I have Ariat on the battlefield, this can be a complicated thing to keep reading and try and understand. If they have a 3-mana creature and I put a 4-mana enchantment on it, I can put my Angelic Destiny on their creature and I will own their creature for as long as Ariat is on the field. And so that's kind of why we have Crumb and Get It, so if they try and destroy Ariat all of a sudden, we can make her indestructible. We also have 3 Trade the Helm, exchange control of target artifact or creature control, and target artifact or creature and opponent controls. This is kind of a little bit better in some ways than Shifting Grift, because Shifting Grift, you have to exchange creature for creature or artifact for artifact. Here, if I want to give them a food and get the winner achievement, I can give them a treasure that I have or a food that I have, and maybe I exchange it with some really big creature they have instead. So there's a lot of flexibility here, a lot of utility. There's some choices to be made. I tend to be getting these a lot. I'd say half the time I get them really early on, and I bite the bullet and I just cycle it and I throw it away to go get another land, or maybe some other kind of removal would be better. But it's an expensive card. It costs 5. And I've got a lot of 4-drops in here too, so you can see the overall average is pretty good, 2.7 average, so I did well with keeping the same 24 lands. But it just, when it comes into your hand in the opening hand, you're probably going to cycle it. To help us out, I got Mistrise Village, so we could spend a blue and the next spell you cast can't be countered. Restless Anchorage, so I could turn that into a 2/3 bird with flying. And Restless Reef, which can turn into a 4/4 blue and black shark with Death Touch, and whenever you attack, target player mills 4 lands. Demolition Field, in case they try and come at me with one of these type of creatures. And 1 Mystic Monastery. Now, I'm probably not going to have a need for using the red, but I don't think we got a 3-land, a tri-land that gives me black as well. So, on the off chance that we do trade with a creature that has a mana sink that requires a red activation cost, I've got 1 land there that'll work. So it can come up, but it doesn't come up that often. However, red is a common color that has mana sinks that require a colored activation cost. So it's not as far afield as you might think. And it's a new year. So Happy New Year to everybody. It's kind of an extension of Christmas in a way, so I feel like I'm still in a gift-giving mood. And playing this deck has been good for me because I knew intellectually that I shouldn't be worrying about their life total. But when you start playing this and you start giving gifts as much as you want to, you realize that maybe it's a human hang-up that we're not playing the Bloomberg gift cards as often as we should really be playing it the way that it's best. And they just want to kill me fast. So what do we got here? They can sacrifice that. They can discard that. They can sacrifice that. I don't have my board wipe. I think we just go ahead and just get rid of this now. And then we pass the turn. They can still discard and draw. Now everybody has haste. Oh, and that creates something each turn, right? This is an overpowered card in my opinion. For only 3 mana, it's got to attack each turn, right? Luckily they're out. Oh, they're just going to attack anyway. You going to attack with everybody? Just the one that you have to. Alright. There we go. They emptied half their hand and they still can't seem to do a whole lot against me, but we missed a land drop. And against a red deck that's built on speed, that's usually pretty bad. And they have to attack, so they're going to get a replacement for that one no matter what they do. They could afford to attack with all these others. This doesn't go away. But that's probably a mistake. Yeah, they really shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to block that. We're also going to make it indestructible. And give them a food. Ta-da! And we got a card draw out of it. Because it's the gerbil. When you give a gift, you draw a card. And I think we cycle that now because we need a land. More than we need a 5-mana spell we can't cast. And we just got the second one out of the, what, 3 copies I have in the entire deck. Okay, here's another gerbil then. We kind of need that. Hopefully they don't have a lightning bolt or something. This is getting a little ridiculous. The quick mono red has 5 lands, and I'm stuck with only getting one land drawn for the entire match, even though I cycled through already. Yeah, let's block you. If they have something to increase the damage, it's just a trade. Okay, that I'm kind of happy about that, because now they're not creating an army. What can I do? Yeah, let's put her down. Yes, we go to get something. Yes. It's on the stack. You can't stop us from getting it. Now, if they don't kill it, we've got a pretty good blocker after this, right? If I get a turn put Angelic Destiny on a creature, we're going to be in pretty good shape. And they go digging. They had 2 lands? They got more lands than spells. That happened to me when I took red into ranked the very first time. What are we all getting here? Everybody's got haste again, and they got just another one that creates a goblin every turn. So having one blocker is not going to be enough here. Come here, you. We finally get a black mana source. This should give me... Yes, I have one plains left to save Ariette in case they try and do something against her. And this will give me a card draw if they don't kill the Gerbil. And they're finally getting spells. If that's a land, then they're still... Oh no, okay, so they've got... Yay! Oh, I kind of feel bad for them. They can plug that up and get higher. That has to attack, and now I'm guaranteed to get life back. This is all bad for them now. Where's the creature? This one. This can attack me, and I won't kill it now. Come on, you. We get 4 life. Oh, actually, I just want to keep that one around, actually, so it has to attack next turn anyway, in case something does happen. So we're just going to get rid of the other 1/1s. So I lose 1 point and gain 3. Life is good. And all they have is red, so I don't expect them to be able to do 8 points of damage. And they absolutely have to attack. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they just can't do it. So you come down. And I still have a white source now for Crumb and Get It. So there's nothing left for it now. They're basically dead in the water. They can try and do this haste double strike menace thing here. What is it that's giving them double strike? Because the one, let's see, House Squad Heavy gives them haste, right? What gives them... What gives them the first strike? Oh, max speed. Okay. Double strike from the max speed. Well, does Kranko change anything for us? They're trying to get rid of that, right? They should have given Kranko... Oh, Kranko does have haste. They're attacking in with Kranko? No. We'll get rid of that. I mean, we maybe lost 1 life point out of that entire exchange. And I was thinking of keeping Kranko around to trade with the Gerbil, but I like my Gerbil. I want to keep my Gerbil. So I'm just going to pass. I need another creature, really, is what I'm waiting for. We don't care about their life. Eventually I'm going to get the double strike enchantment. And I'm going to get chosen by Valgavoth. So, can they pump these up? Yeah, they can. However, I can double block one of them at a time, and it's my choice what I want to block, and I've got first strike, so... They did that wrong anyway. They can't kill my Gerbil that way. So we block here. And it's going to be a wash for me. I'm still going to be at 18 by the time we're done. But we got rid of another creature. Oh, and Elspeth's Smite is awesome. Bastronaut goes away. And they have no choice. They don't know what I have. They're just gonna... Yeah, I'd one for each goblin, so that gives them the mana sink. And he thinks he's got something good going because he's got double strike, so maybe he could trade with Ariette if they hit at the same time. I'm going to have to wait for them to do this one at a time here. 5, 6. Still can't get up to 8, so it's still not worth attacking. And they should realize this at this point. Maybe they just want to get rid of the gerbil? They just don't know. Are they going to pass this time? They're not. This is usually when they scoop. Because now I have more life than they do. And that's what I mean. Don't be afraid to give them food. Especially not with the way that I've constructed this particular deck. Now everything that they create every time, their creature's not even going to be able to attack each time. But they're going to create something that is going to become untapped, give me life, and then next turn they'll still have it on the field and they'll have to attack with it and run into me and give me 8 life points. In this case, their own deck just works against them incredibly. Give me the life. If they want another goblin, they have to attack. Oh, what in the world are they doing? You're going to lose that one. All you can do is do the stuff haste. So they got enough other creatures right now. Oh, this is lovely. That put the clock down to 2 turns for them. That just felt like a leisurely stroll in the park. Hang around to the end. I'm adding something into my Patreon page. I haven't really done much with my patron page. I've only had one patron the whole time. But I thought, there's a new year starting. What can I do? So I'm gonna go through and show you what I added. And we can do it without leaving Arena. I'll just show you on Arena. But we'll save that to the end. I'm from the previous generation. We're not used to paying money for digital goods. Alright, what do we want to do? I think we do want the gerbil down at the very beginning. They might be willing to trade for the early life gain. It would be nice to get a white or black mana source so that we can power up either Dave Judgment or Nocturnal Hunger with Fabled Passage. I think we're going to end up just doing Dave Judgment. Okay, that's perfect. Whenever they gain life, we lose life. So gifting them the food is actually a bit of a problem soon. And we're planning on doing Dave Judgment soon anyway, so let's do that. Go get the black source. And if they hit us, we're going to lose at least 7 points, so I think we just destroy them now. They're just too powerful. 7 is too many to just take on the chin right away. And why is everybody in the dog using Realm of Ko? Those 1/1 spirits are going to be the death of me. Deals 1 damage, okay. Got the token. Let's see here. We'll give them the food. I think we need to get rid of that before they get 5 energy to sacrifice it. Before we put our creature down next. Gross. Okay, so that's 5. The sorcery would fix that. We kind of need them not to have removal in those 3 cards. Because my Crumb and Get It, I don't have enough land. Angelic Destiny. Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect. Oh, I don't know that life could get better. Do we put this down? 4, 5, no, we don't. If they don't have a way to get rid of Elenda, we can recover all of our life. And they literally might have just handed me the win on a platter. If they have a board wipe, they're good. They'll actually get Angelic Destiny back. That's a lot of creatures. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like 9 points a turn, so... Let's do it this way, though. A 12-12, everybody. And we can make it indestructible. And they don't get the treasure from Financier because I kept the same number of lands out. And we have First Strike, so Death Touch doesn't stop us. And all 10 points of damage we're going to take, and it doesn't kill her. However, now I have to block. No, actually I don't, right? I can just make it indestructible. Do they know that? I think we wait, though. We hold on to that. Hang on. +5, 10 greater than the starting life total. Okay, we're still good, right? No. No, I'm gonna block once. The nice thing is I can block their largest one. They need a total of 12 damage, but what they don't know is that they actually won't be able to get that. They're staying at 5 lands, so am I. I can play 3, 4... Yeah, we're still good. If they start using the Realm of Ko, then that changes the equation. Okay, now we use this. We're going to give them food. They can't block us now that this is gone. And if they don't kill the gerbil and we use indestructible here, we're sitting pretty. That's just regular damage. None of that matters. They didn't get up to 13. I don't even need to block. Chosen by Valgavoth takes it all. Oh, lovely. I think they have to block that. No, they're not blocking with the Angel? Oh, they can. I have Menace by now. Menace, Flying, First Strike, Lifelink, and Hexproof from Instance. And it's an 18/18, and it's their creature. This is turning out to be almost an evil deck. I have still more life gain if they want to try and do something against me here. 18, let's add it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17, 18 if they could attack with everybody right now. Oh, here's some more. That's like getting up to 20. And they're doing it. We're going to give them food again. We're going to target the creature I control. We get card draw out of it. And we block. Hey, let me block, machine. Come on. Come on. Are they... Sometimes this happens when my opponent quits, and it takes a long time for it to register, but right now I'm getting the blue circle of death. That was it. Yeah, I had fun. Okay, so what I was going to do, since this is indestructible, I was going to block the Fiendish Panda, and they'd be able to bring back somebody, but we really didn't care. And then I would block that with somebody. And that would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points against the 18 there. And so, I mean, they probably would have brought back the Nighthawk and stuff, but... You know, maybe I could have traded the Gerbil with their 7/7. You know, there was stuff I could still do, even though I was starting to flood out with lands. And we got our little chore done for the day as well. And so the nice thing about this deck is, well, for the previous reason that I already said. You can give them food, even in a case like that where every time they gained life, their whole deck was life gain synergy, right? So their creatures would get more power. If they had some creatures where if they gained life, we lost life. I was still giving them food every turn. It literally was not enough to matter. Now, it might not be that way every day. You know, we were able to gain control of Alinda. And that was huge. But, you know, the point was I started the deck building it around Discerning Financier so that I could just give them a treasure. That's the only point of the deck. And we got it good enough that that card doesn't even need to make an appearance, and we can still do pretty well. This is an artifact. And that doesn't mean anything. Do I be greedy and wait for an enchantment, or do I just destroy the artifact? Or do I destroy the 3/3? How much do they need? Oh, their creatures get +1/+1. Okay, so let's do this. Destroy you, target me. Auto pay. Put them back down to a 2/2, and I am now a 3/4 hamster citizen. Thank you very much. Tap non-enchantment creature. Okay, they have to go. We'll give them food, because we get card draw out of it. The 3 life that they're going to gain, they just lost from our attack, so they could gain it back. That's a wash. We got a card out of it. Okay, fine. Do you have 2 in a row of those? No, but you could shuffle that, right? No, it doesn't have... They did that on their turn. I'm not going to have the stun counter on it next turn. So that's good. Let's go get chosen by Valgaval. It'd be nice to get one more land. I wonder, in a deck that has a bunch of creatures, I wonder how many board wipes they have. Because they've got 3 creatures already. No, that's going to be flying on my turn, right? I like that idea. I like that idea too. They didn't use anything. We're going to take 7. We gain life out of it. Yeah, alright. Do they just have another split up? No, they do not. Oh, that one has a stun counter, though. But this is an enchantment creature. So they were going to tap this down and then shuffle it in. But we'll just do that. They tapped out to put that thing out there. We'll take that. That's fine. Next. No, not shoot. Ugh. I wanted Angelic Destiny. It's moving too fast. I meant to just plop that on my 4/4 lifelinker is what I was trying to do. Does that just do blah blah blah, tap target creature, okay? Of all the bonehead mistakes, one little misclick is all you need, folks. Alright, we're back in action. We've got protection with Crumb and Get It. They can tap that creature down. We don't mind that. If they have another Floodplates Drowner, that's going to be a bummer. They have another Shiva. Can't stop that, can I? That's not hexproof, that's just indestructible. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Land. Okay, Elspeth Smite is good. Let's keep it frosty and see what else we got coming up against us. 5/6 Kraken. Okay. That's going away. That's going away. Cycle this. Seriously? Arena. I mean, I know I messed up. Thank you. Let's go get some life back. Oh no. Don't have the right colors. Okay, what if we just stick this on? I'm tapped out, so it's dangerous. But at least we get Angelic Destiny back, as opposed to me trying to put it on next turn and running into a counterspell. start doing this. And we can use Crumb and Get It on this to protect this in case they have any way to stop us. We could do the 4. I think we just do this. They don't know what we have, so they're letting it get through. Zero 6 is good. They really want to tap my creatures down, don't they? That has reach, too. Not a problem with blocking it. That card might be a problem. Oh, they're attacking me? No. Okay, now they have reach. Okay. As long as they're going to keep reach going, I don't care. I'll just keep attacking this way. They can block. It's fine. I could have used a Crumb and Get It by now to destroy one of them, but I just want to keep both in case they have one counter spell and one of something else. They really can't afford to attack. I really don't think you can afford to attack. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they got me. I did not understand that. I misplayed that in so many ways. Well, two. One at the very end. And one with the accidental board wipe. We're keeping it in. Sometimes, the only thing you're there for is to provide an example. Okay, before I go look at the deck tech one more time, let's go in and show you what we did for adding on to the Patreon tier levels. So if you pay just a couple bucks a month, we've made it now to where you get to choose my title. Right now, you know, I've got the Brilliant on. I had Festive Fighter for a while to get that achievement, but if I've got the title, you can see there's some that I don't have yet. So you have to sort of let me know what you want, and if there's a problem with that and I don't have that particular title, I will let you know. But you can also choose the companion. I've got a lot of the companions. I have almost no gold because I've been buying companions and deck sleeves and avatars. So you can see from here, there is a big amount that we can deal from. And I'm missing some of the dragon pets is all. Okay? And then you can also have me choose the card sleeve. And I don't have all of the card sleeves. I went broke trying to buy card sleeves because Arena had some discounts, so like 10, 20, 50% off type stuff in their store. And so I bought as many as I could. So I'm not collection complete. You can kind of see they've got some that they've got the lock pad over that I haven't opened yet from the older days. You can see some from Theros, like I got 3 of the 5 recently. So you can do that. and then if you're a $5 a month player, then you can also dictate the avatar. I think it was make me change my avatar for a week, and then if you're the $20 patron, you can also dictate that I have to use a particular emote in a shout out to you during the video. So I've got some of the classic stuff. I've got a bunch of phrases here I can stick in there. Some of these I don't have. They're grayed out if I don't have them. But I have like the buzzards and the holy cow, and I do apologize stuff. Or actually, I think this is there's just a limit on how many phrases you can have at one time. So I can take some of these out, and I think I do have these, and I just got to deselect some of the ones that are there, and then I can select them. And then I can also do the same with the stickers. It kind of shows the stickers that I have equipped right now that I can use if I want to. And then these others, I could take this out and put this in. So again, all you need to do if you decide to become a patron is look at the right tier level for what you want to do. And for the entire week or a month or, you know, however long that we can do this before the next patron comes along, you can let me know what you want me to be outfitted with, what my accoutrement is going to be. My titles, my emotes, my companions, my card sleeves, my avatars. So it's mostly, I don't think it's that much. Like I said, I'm from the generation that's not used to paying for digital things. So it's really just something I thought of for the new year, that if you want to show support for the channel and you haven't been a patron before and you'd like to try it, it's just a little something neat that you can do. And if you do the emote level, then I'll give you a shout out in the video itself, and I'll make sure to time it to use the emote that you want me to use. So it's all your choice. That's what we like to do. We're in America here. Live like you want to live. The Chosen for Pain is where I first got the idea to use Chosen by Valgavoth. But this deck is the Gift of Gerbils. So I guess I would leave you with a few lessons. One is, when you're trying to cast Angelic Destiny, even though Day of Judgment costs the same, don't get those two mixed up. It'll cost you the match. and don't be afraid to give a bunch of gifts. If you have something like Jolly Gerbils, the card draw is amazing. Discerning Financier not only got us the Winter achievement, but I have a new appreciation for the card, just sort of based on my own experience playing the game, and so often I end up so far behind in land that if you are playing white, go ahead and look at having a copy or two of this in your deck just to sort of like even things out, so that you can either get a treasure and get that one energy that you're desperately waiting for that wasn't being drawn in land, or later on in the game, if you have enough of these treasures that you can just say, you know what, I need some cards. What I've got's not doing the trick, and then just give them the treasure, and get the card draw. And other than that, this was a fun deck to play. I'm getting into trouble because I don't want to get rid of any of my decks. I keep making them, and then I always have to go through and find an older one to get rid of, because we've got this 100 deck limit on our deck list, and I was sure that I would not want to keep this one. But the more that I play this, the more you come up with some really oddball type things that happen in this game, like taking their Alinda and bopping them over the head with it. Just neat stuff like that I couldn't have expected when I first made the deck. This has turned out to be a deck with some very unexpected results, and that's fun for me when it happens where, you know, I didn't even plan for that, but it saves my bacon. So, as always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know if you've made any New Year's resolutions. Let me know if the new stuff that I've added to the patron tiers. Go ahead and check out the patron link below. Let me know if there's something else that you would like me to add that would actually tip the balance and make you want to go ahead and try and show your support for the channel that way. That kind of thing. We're just planning to have a great new year with a ton of new decks for your entertainment and enjoyment and learning. And as always, have a good one.